Hello everyone, I'm Yash Agrawal, bringing you some snippets from SAP Labs Bangalore about the recent digital supply chain and PLM and engineering leadership visit to India. Let's tune in to a short conversation from one of the early talents in the SAP Enterprise Product Development India team, Avani Ojha, with Carsten Dietze-Selent, the head of PLM and engineering.
Hi Carsten, let me first officially welcome you to India on behalf of entire EPD team. So it's been a pleasure actually to meet you.
It is a pleasure, it's all mine.
Yeah. So let me start by asking the first question. You've been working with India for over a decade, India team over a decade now, development team. What are your impressions in terms of innovation and integration that is coming up from India team?
Yeah, I must say after now two days again in Bangalore, I'm really thrilled by the program which we did. So seeing all the ideas which are in the team, and not only the ideas but how they are realized in very short times, this is amazing. Yeah? So from, let's say, very technical topics which enable customers to handle larger files, as example, to new business processes or to automate things, to reduce cost, which we have on our system landscape. This is amazing, and I like the balance in the team. So with really talented new colleagues or young colleagues and experienced colleagues who bring in a lot of customer experience and a lot of process experience, and I feel the team is a very strong mix.
That's exactly right, because we have around 25% of early talents in our team. So that brings a lot of fresh ideas. We have a lot of fresh mind.
Well, this visit not only helped our teams in India to get a first-hand interaction with the management, but also gave the DSC leadership the chance to get a preview and deep dive of the innovations that are coming out of India. We also had the coincidence of Dominik, head of digital supply chain engineering's interaction with the team overlapping with the product's micro delivery this time. And he was happy to trigger the 2304 EPD collaboration features to the customer. And of course, when one talks about the supply chain and product life cycle, you cannot miss out on the digital thread. So here is a short conversation with Carsten about it.
Hi Carsten.
Hi Yash.
So I wanted to ask you something regarding the PLM strategy that we have that starts from define, develop, deliver, manage, and how this entire piece fits into the digital thread and how it can bring our customers to reach that Industry 4.0 standard.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about product data, the value of product data comes through the integration. If product data are used end to end, and if PLM or EPD would be an island, there's no value to customers. So if you think about the process, the structures and the design models come into EPD from, as example, PLM systems, external PLM systems, or CAD systems through engineering control center, or through an external PLM system like Siemens Teamcenter. And but the data are used end to end in SAP. And think about the example of visualization. So it's not only to visualize the product itself. You can use the visual information. You can map it with business data. So if you map it with a material number as example, or the material item in SAP, then you can do visual analytics. You can figure out which parts are coming from which supplier, which parts have a lead time of more than 4 weeks. So this gives customers and business users entire new insights. But the basis for those insights are in the end engineering data, PLM data. Or go one step further to asset management. So you can start with a photo of the asset, photogrammetry, then move down to the concrete asset, click on the equipment and derive asset information. So you combine visual information again with business data. And you can attach service instructions. And all those data have their heritage in engineering and are used end to end. And this is for me the value of the digital thread and the value which EPD can provide in this process.
Thank you for sharing your insights, Carsten. It's really exciting to see how EPD is getting into helping our customers to get into the Industry 4.0 standard and build an intelligent enterprise out there. Thanks for speaking with us.
You're welcome, Yash.